the Tri-XCW, the rain is letting up, but the problems from flooding are just getting started. Our Meredith Stutz is on the Yadkin River in Elkin, and Bria Love is in Greensboro. Our team coverage this morning as we are tracking Florence's path throughout the Piedmont. Good Monday morning to you, everybody. I'm Margaret Johnson.
And I'm Kimberly Van Squim. We're going to get right to Brian Slocum. We need to update on Florence, which is now a tropical depression and slowly but surely moving out of here.
Yeah, it is, but a lot of folks are waking up, they're looking outside and saying, oh my goodness, I have this tree down, or this part of my yard or street or neighborhood is flooded. So we're starting to see more reports of damage coming in, and we're reacting as best as we can to that. The majority of the bands of rain have lifted to the north. The center of the storm is right about in this location here, past the Carolinas now, but we're still dealing with some lingering effects of that. A band of very heavy thunderstorms is still holding together. It's just going through the fringe southern and eastern part of our area, but it does include much of Randolph County, Montgomery County, and almost completely covering parts of Alamance County. There's a lot of lightning with this. Rainfall rates are running high, and we've seen an additional 1 to 3 inches of rain in areas that have already rain-soaked going back to late yesterday and into last night, even over the weekend. Rock Creek getting a good soaking. Burlington about to get hit again. We have flash flood warnings in place for the Piedmont Triad till 12:15 for all of this additional rain until 2 p.m. for Caswell County, and they should expire across the north with the exception of Pittsylvania County. And it goes from a flash flooding event to more of a let's drain all of this off the land, out of the creeks and into the major rivers. And we're going to have some big time problems with flooding as the smaller creeks are starting to subside, but feeding all of those floodwaters into the larger ones. Moderate to major flooding is forecast today through early Wednesday to many of our river basins, the Yadkin, the Dan, the Haw, and the New River. You can see the projected crests in these locations here, but while the rain is winding down, the problems are still going to stick around for a while. Today, we do have a chance for scattered showers and storms around for much of the day. The coverage will be lower, and this will be more of an occasional rain, but overall, the flooding issue is going to be along the banks of the rivers. We'll have more on this, more on the rain totals that we saw over the weekend, and some more photos that you've sent in coming up in a bit.
Brian, thank you. Checking traffic this morning at 7:03. The weather is causing a heck of a lot of issues on the roads right now. I want to show you those maps a little bit closer for you this morning. You can see there are several situations popping up. 2 new ones just popped up within the past 10 minutes. Right now, a road that's closed due to storm damage on Bunker Hill Road both ways from Macy Grove Road to Gary Lane, or Gray Lane rather. And then the road is also closed due to some flooding on Sandy Ridge Road both ways from Legacy Drive to Squire Davis Road. Up in Stokes County, I believe this morning, there's also a fallen tree right now, Red Bank Road both ways between Tesh Road and Hoffman Road. And then in Rockingham County, 2 instances here for you to take note of. Flooding is causing some problems right now on Lake Brant Road northbound. That's from Scalesburg Road down to Highway 158. And then that second situation, a fallen tree is blocking traffic also as well from NC 150 to Cunningham Mill Road. Twitter users, heads up. You guys can keep up with the latest road closures and conditions by tracking the hashtag WXII traffic. Margot, Kim.
All right, thank you very much, Devontae. Dangerous conditions on the roads are affecting schools this morning. Lots of parents wanting to know what the school systems are planning to do this morning.
Yeah, so here is a quick rundown of the larger systems plans. Davidson, Davie, Randolph, Yadkin, and Allegheny schools are all closed today, and the following systems are on 2-hour delays. Winston-Salem, Forsyth County, Guilford, Alamance, Burlington, Rockingham, Stokes, Surrey, and Wilkes. Keep a very close eye on that scroll at the bottom of your screen for the entire list of closings and delays. Well, Florence is affecting nearly the entire state of North Carolina and upstate South Carolina in some way. The official count of deaths from this storm now stands at 17, and that includes a 3-month-old child who died when a tree fell on a mobile home in Gaston County yesterday.
Well, let's take it to the coast, where the city of New Bern is holding a news briefing at about 9:30 this morning to discuss response and recovery. Access to areas with heavy damage is restricted to those who can show proof of residency or business ownership.
In Atlantic Beach, re-entry is allowed today to residents with a re-entry pass, but the general public is not allowed in. The city says nearly all of the roads are passable and much of the flooding has gone down, but there's really no timetable at this point for getting electricity restored.
And happening today in Oak Island, the access bridges are slated to open at about noon today. The town has a 6 p.m. to 6 a.m. curfew in effect. until further notice. Town officials say there is some beach erosion and several roads are still underwater there.
And Florence also dumped a lot of rain over our area this weekend through early this morning.
Yeah, creeks and rivers are bursting at the seams. Our Bria Love is live in Greensboro near Buffalo Creek. Good morning to you, Bria.
Good morning. Where I'm standing right now was full of water just a couple of hours ago. Behind me, you can see this road is open now, but it was also underwater. I'll step out of the way so you can take a look. So yes, this area was completely underwater 2 hours ago. We actually saw a car get stuck. A portion of the street is still closed, and across the street, if you can see it, that park completely flooded and underwater. This is because of Buffalo Creek. Its record high is 22 feet. We set that with Florence, but before it was only 16, and flood stage is 14 feet. So it can create some dangerous situations for people in this area. But let's take a look at some images from Florence impact on Winston-Salem last night. Now this one is from an apartment complex on Bethania Station Road. Emergency crews had to evacuate 28 people from there around 12:30 last night. The flooding was creeping into the back of their apartments, and now some of those residents are at an emergency shelter. And also this photo shows flooding that temporarily closed a road at University Parkway and Coliseum Drive. It's never a good idea to drive through that standing water. The water there has subsided and it is safe to drive. But as I said, back here in Greensboro, this road, a driver got stuck, had to get a tow truck. Thankfully now you can drive across it, but it's never a good idea to drive through standing water. If you see it, you just need to turn around and make sure that you're safe. Reporting live in Greensboro, Bria Love, WXII 12 News.
Bria, thank you. Now to the west, the Yadkin River is expanding beyond its banks.
Not a good thing. We sent Meredith Stutz to Elkin's Crater Park, which runs along the river in Surry County. Good morning.
Good morning, ladies. Yes, where I'm standing should be completely dry, and now this morning my feet are completely wet as the river is continuing to rise. Behind me, we're on the Surry County side of the Yadkin River. Right now the river is standing at about 17 feet. It should be between 2 and 4 feet, and by lunchtime it could get up to 23 feet. For some context, that's about 4 times my height. Now, on yesterday, we got to take a look at the Yadkin River, what it should look like. Pretty low river. Now that the water keeps rising because of Florence, it is posing a threat to people who live along the river. So this morning, there is an encouragement to evacuate for those who live along the river. Again, it's not mandatory, but if you live along the river, you are encouraged to pack your things and get out, because we could reach that crest by lunchtime today, which is only a couple hours from now. I have talked to a couple people this morning who came out to visit and just check out the river safely from a distance before those waters continue to rise, and they told me they've never seen anything like this before. So we'll continue to keep you updated, and we're going to try to get a better look at just how this water is affecting right here in Crater Park. But for now, reporting live, Meredith Stutz, WXII 12 News.
And throughout this storm, it has been all hands on deck for our weather team. Brian Slocum and Carly Cassidy still at it, tracking every development with Florence.
Yeah, I don't know how they're still awake, but they are. Brian, the rain is winding down, but the danger isn't quite over yet.
Yeah, it is. We had 2 different kind of things going on there. In Bria's location in Greensboro, the waters seem to be receding, but where Meredith was, the waters were rising. It's just a fact that when you have water, it falls over a very large area. It fills the smaller waterways first. They rise and then they fall very sharply. They're on the back end of their waters moving downstream, but they feed into the larger rivers like the Yadkin, like the Dan and the Haw. For the moment, the last check of our creeks, there was some minor flooding. Still reporting Horsepen Creek, Deep River, East Fork, and High Point. Rams are still reporting major flooding for the Deep River portion there. Reedy Creek and Oak Ridge, moderate flooding, and Buffalo Creek was major flooding, and as Bria Love mentioned, record flooding based on the records that we were able to find. But those waters are starting to fall back within their banks. That is a different case in the rivers, the Haw, Dan, Yadkin, and several locations, including Elkin, Yadkin College, and Jonesville. Those water levels are still rising, and at least in the case of western Davidson County, where it borders Davie County, we're looking at major flooding by sometime during the day, Tuesday and into Tuesday night. So if you live near some of the waterways, again, these areas are shaded in that brighter green. If you live in this area, you'll likely live near a larger waterway that still has yet to flood. The short-term problem is flash flooding, and that's mostly due to rain. It is extended for the Piedmont Triad until 12:15 today, 2 p.m. in Caswell, mostly over our eastern areas where it is still raining in some cases. We have dried out farther west, but heavy showers and thunderstorms coming out of Montgomery County are starting to wind down from this line, but these storms have been moving over the same locations over and over again. This is bad. This is not a good thing when you consider that they've seen upwards of 8 to 12 inches of rain already. It's extending into parts of Alamance County, parts of Guilford County, and Caswell County as well, where we've had some hefty rainfall totals. You can see most of the rain is where it has fallen, where it is still raining. Big time totals of 8 to 12 inches farther south. We had about 5 to 8 inches in parts of Davidson County with localized heavier amounts up to 10. Farther north, it started to drop off some, but a daily record rainfall of 4.6 inches in Greensboro yesterday at the airport, with a total nearing 7 inches so far. Lesser totals west. We didn't see as much rain as we thought in parts of the area, but there's still a chance for rain around. And for more on the forecast, I want to send it to meteorologist Carly Cassidy in the Weather Center.
Thanks, Brian. We're going to start with some of those local conditions. Start off with our temperatures this morning. You already kind of showed radar. We're into the upper 60s from Galax at about 68, low 70s for the rest of us, so pretty mild. Not too bad out there as we start off your morning. As for the winds, they have calmed down since yesterday, coming out of the south, southeast a little bit, around 5 to 10 miles per hour. So go throughout the afternoon, may still have some of those breezy winds, upwards about 15, and then some gusts upwards about 20. Can't be completely ruled out. Those wind gusts this morning, though, not seeing too much out there, only about 17 miles per hour right now in Galax, so definitely have come down, especially from how we were yesterday afternoon and also into the evening when some of those strong storms were passing on through here. As for today, with that storm chance, most of the activity kind of this morning, also out here towards the south and the eastern half, and that's really where most of this activity is going to stay as we go throughout today. And I think kind of seeing those heavy pockets possibly kind of trailing off towards the north as we really go into the afternoon. Now, some kids have the delay start for this morning as we're getting out of school for this afternoon. Here's about 3 o'clock. We're still seeing some light scattered showers, a few isolated downpours here and there, but not looking like it's going to be a complete washout as you may be picking up the kids. As we go throughout the rest of the afternoon, the evening, still keeping some of those storms possible out here towards the west, and then very scattered as we really go throughout into the southern counties as well. And then we start to kind of clear things back out and just keep that scattered rain chance as we go into your Tuesday morning. So we're kind of backing down a little bit from that rain chance and starting to clear things out. As far as rainfall totals, still keeping it kind of out here to the south and then off towards the east, even saying about 4.8 inches possible up towards Danville. Maybe a little high, but just really depends on how strong those storms are. But we do have some of those flash flood warnings, and that is out to the south and also for the eastern half. So still need to stay on guard, especially as you are headed out this morning on the roads. Definitely do not drive through any of that standing water. As we talked about with Florence, really just today, tomorrow, high pressure system that moves back in on Wednesday brings back sunshine and dry conditions as we go into the weekend.